So you will see now we are a bit contrarian in all these presentations because we have heard a lot of good information on how to raise capital and how this how capital intensive this business is, and we are coming to offer you how to spend your capital. How to invest your capital. So we're clearly at the end of the value chain, as we are at the end of this day of presentation. We're going to be short. We are still bringing some value. Once you have, maybe due to all the good info that you receive here, make money, a lot of money, how to spend it, because you cannot always reinvest it. At some point, you will have to take it out, and either on the treasury level of the shipping company, or of course at ship owner, shareholder level. You go, maybe?
Yes, so before introducing a bit further the company, so I'm just gonna broadcast for you guys a little video about the company. So thank you for having a look at the video. So I'm going to give you a few details on Leonteq. So Leonteq was created in 2007, so we have more than 15 years now of existence, and created by former executive of Goldman Sachs and Lehman. And so to give you a bit of idea of how Leonteq is positioned now. So obviously, how did we came here? How did we achieve that? It's not because we are the smartest. It's not because we are the most brilliant people. It's because, you know, we invested at inception, and we still keep on investing in automation, in technology, to bring structured product and to bring investment product to the cutting edge of your portfolio. So that's the idea. And let me stop there maybe and give you some metrics on Leonteq, because I can keep on talking, but I'm going to give you some key metrics on Leonteq. Leonteq today is what? Leonteq today is 14 locations worldwide. So you have offices in Singapore, Hong Kong, Tokyo, offices in the Middle East, in Dubai, offices in major cities in Europe, so Paris, London, Monaco, Zurich, and so on. And we are planning to open locations in Miami to target the US and Latin American market, which is now covered from Monaco. Leonteq is at the moment regulated by 8 bodies, 8 major regulator bodies. In terms of product, basically, so we issue at the moment 300 products per day, which means basically on a yearly basis, which means about 30 billion of products which are issued per day, per year, sorry. And that came with some award that we have been awarded by some of the major houses. So we have been for 8 years named as the top service provider within structured product. Third, we have been named as well as the best equity product 3rd year in a row, and the best market maker even this year. So that's just some elements to show you how Leonteq is positioned now, how Leonteq has evolved since the creation, And now that we are listed on the Zurich Stock Exchange, I think we are positioned ourselves as one of the global leaders within the structured product area. Maybe not the global, but at least the biggest and the largest European issuer of structured product. I'm going to leave the floor now to Alex so that he can give you a bit more background on the company.
So why are we here also first? So we have been working with Greek shipping companies, ship owners for the last 7 years more or less. So we thought this conference would be a good moment to broaden the audience, to continue investing in the region and widespread our name. At the moment, as Hendrick has said, our, let's say, differentiating factor is mainly the technology, which is something that you won't see. It's back end, so you don't really care. So you would tell me, why do I need technology? And what technology brings to you as value is, for instance, that we can issue new products, tailor-made products, on a no minimum amount basis, which means that even for small portfolio, you can get a very broad diversification. What is a structured products in the end? Maybe we should start this. It can be from A to Z, let's say. It's a very wide name for a lot of products, which can be leveraging your positions, refinancing your actual portfolios. Maybe that's something that rings a bell. A bit more than investment, it's really refinancing. So we finance, instead of your custodian bank, the positions, the portfolio that you have, or a portfolio that you want to build with very quick answers, non-recourse, which is important, and very low cost. Of course, I cannot go into all the products here because probably it's not the audience, and you probably are tired, and it will be a second step. Let's say at this stage it's just a first date, if we can say, and we'll see if we can have a dinner afterwards. Of course, the universe of underlyings that we trade is cross assets. It's very wide. It's more than 5,000 shares, commodities. I don't know, rates, credit, not very differentiating on that factor because many investment banks do it, but the speed, the celerity of what we can do because of our technology behind is, I think the best in class. There's no point being false modesty here. We have probably the only ones that are there. It's Société Générale, maybe competing, but if we reached a major, like the first position in Switzerland, which is the most mature market in the world for structured products, it's because we bring an additional value. Leonteq was created as EFG financial product, just so that you know. We have rebranded when we IPO'd. We IPO'd 5 years after the creation, 2012. And that's also a part of our EDN. Being created as EFG, a part of the group EFG, has linked us to the Greek world, and especially, of course, where the big money in Greece is, which is the shipping world. This combined to the fact that now we trade with major people, some that I recognize in the room or in the speeches and the lunch, made us capable of bringing solutions adapted to what the very specific needs of a shipping company. On the treasury side, which is liquidity, short-term, refinanceable, etc., non-risky, of course, to the more plain vanilla portfolio of a shareholder once he has taken away the money from the company and wants to invest medium term. We are not a bank, that's important to understand. I guess it was clear, but I prefer to say it. So we don't need to open an account. It's an easy, trading with us, it's easy. It just goes through your normal custodian banks. It doesn't have to change the money aside. It's just we issue notes, we have ISIN code, and with that we settle with your custodian bank. So it's as light and easy as can be. So let's see, but this was for us, as I said, a first introduction. We're going to leave cards and probably meet afterwards, and we are happy to, if anything, discuss in the future and see if we can add value to your treasury department or managing your private portfolios. You start? No, I take? Well, you go. Well, let's question. I can ask, do you have any questions? If you don't, there are some there. Already written, so that's easy. So, but I would go for, because I see that we have not a lot of time and drinks are waiting. Why would I invest in structured products compared to investing in real assets, or like in bonds, in stocks directly? It's a question which is legitimate and that needs to be answered. The structured products, as I said, it's a combination of all these basic assets, if we can say, fixed income, credit, equities, options, futures, that we put together into a structured product with an open box. That's also given our technology. We have reports which every day, automatic reports of course, give you the different parameters of the different bricks of the product, so that what can sometimes be seen as a black box is as open as possible, as white as possible, if we can say. Sorry. This makes I'm sorry, this I shouldn't have. Yeah, the bond. Yeah, so then you combine. At the moment, investing in bonds, it has been told it's very complicated because inflation is very high. And, you are more or less, whatever you invest, negative in real rates, almost for sure. And you need to take a lot of risk to not even get close to inflation, because that you will not achieve, but even get close to what you call a decent, I don't know, 4 or 5%, you will need to go into the sub-investment yield, junk bond side. Equity markets, it's fine. There are a lot of tensions all around in the equity market, and they were very high. They still are pretty high, and the geopolitical tensions, the interest rates going up. So it's also, you need to be a bit brave to go into the equity markets now as an investor, not as a capital taker. Probably it's a good moment, but as an investor, it's a bit difficult. Therefore, what we try to bring, and unfortunately, it's not the moment, I don't have the time to explain, but we try to bring an asymmetric solution by building some options, some out-of-the-money options, low strike, let's say, so very far, so that you are protected on any downside on the equity side for, I don't know, 25, 30, 45, even 50% sometimes, but not with the European barriers and stuff. I don't know if people are familiar, but really with a real protection strike, meaning that you are not touched by the 30% first drop in equities, in indices, whatever you want to play. And all this by having a remuneration of your cash, which is way above, of course, interest-free rates, but even in that case, you can reach the 8% inflation. Let's hope it doesn't stay at 8 for a long period, but even if it stays at 5, 6, you need to do something with that money. Otherwise, it just you get eaten your capital by the inflation year on year. So at some point, you need to invest and invest above this inflation rate. And this is what we can bring with the structured products. It's a solution that has been effective, proven effective in the last years, and For us, all these bad news, unfortunately, are a very good news, let's say, for our business, because really it makes investors, it puts investors in front of a situation that is extremely complicated. So they have to look around and see and look for something else than straight assets. And there we are. So I hope we will be able to, in the future, to discuss and then try to prove what we are saying. And if I haven't convinced you yet, yeah, these are you can have put a picture, like take a picture so that you can call us. If I haven't proven you yet, maybe we can have a small video, which is more a joke than anything, but it's actually a marketing campaign. So. That's it. It was quick. I can do more than space. I'm sorry. Please don't hesitate to contact us and reach us to us like in the cocktail. And that's it. Ευχαριστώ πολύ.